Hey everybody, it's Tina here at DeBoer's Auto. Nothing's worse than when you're in the cold weather and you see an alarm come on your dashboard. Whether it's a check engine light or a tire pressure sensor light, it just causes headaches, and it's even worse because it's so cold out. Well, let me tell you about some of the things that the cold is the culprit of causing it, as opposed to it being something necessarily wrong or incorrect with your car. The first thing you want to realize in the wintertime is the cold is the culprit for two things shrinking. Your pressure drops in the cold, so air pressure in your tires that's normally fine at 50 degrees suddenly drops below when it becomes below 10 degrees. So you do have to push up those tire pressures sometimes when it drops cold. It doesn't necessarily mean that there is something wrong. But should your tire pressures be adjusted and then you're still getting drops over time, it may be time to assess your tires to see if there's a leak around the bead seal, if there's a puncture, or if there's something wrong with the valve stem or the core. In addition to that, gaskets shrink in the cold. So sometimes you'll get a check engine light on because a gasket is so cold that it's shrunk up and it's causing some sort of air leak or some sort of fluid leak, which can occur specifically in cold weather. Now those gaskets may resolve themselves when the weather is warm again, or you should probably get them replaced because they're probably too old to handle those cold conditions anymore. In addition to that, sensors need heat in order to function properly. Sometimes you get a check engine light for an oxygen sensor because it's just too cold for it to become hot enough to communicate electricity back and forth or to conduct that electricity. In addition to that, batteries get zapped in the winter for the same reason. Heat is needed to conduct that voltage properly many times, so just be aware that that's going to happen in cold weather. In addition to that, sludge. You can get a check engine light because you have some sort of fluid that's actually very sluggish in the cold. This can happen often on diesel vehicles. The diesel fuel can gel in the cold and can cause check engine lights to come on. One way or another, whether a check engine light is on because the cold is the culprit or if something's old and does need to be replaced, don't ignore it. Come see our ASE certified technicians. They're going to look over your vehicle. They're going to make a professional assessment about what your vehicle needs and why, and we're going to show you and tell you why. So visit us online, call us, or come to the store to make an appointment. We're here to help you stay on the road.